In my most recent video, I shared with you a new method for using the electronic whiteboard for solving load chart problems when you're taking your specialty exams. And I made a big deal about practicing. I said you need to practice, practice, practice. I think it's even more important now that they're changing the game on you. It's got to the point where not only do you need to know the crane material that's on the test, you need to be comfortable using the computer and the whiteboard before you're going to be able to get through the test and not run out of time. And it's extremely important practice. But I got thinking, well, I didn't really show you how you could set up a computer for your practice sessions. So that's what I want to show you in this video, how you can set up a computer for your practice sessions. And what I have on screen here is my entire screen, my entire monitor, showing you the entire desktop monitor here. And on the left here, these are practice load chart problems that are available to you, and I'll show you if you're interested in those and how to get to those. I'll show you the web address that you need to enter to get to this site so that you can purchase these load chart problems if you need to. But let's assume that you have purchased access to the load chart problems and you want to get set up for your practice session. Let's do the TLL load chart problems. Let's go ahead and enter, click on this link. Oh, and if you do sign up as a student at Load Chart Academy, all of your classes that you've signed up for, all of the materials that you've signed up for, they will show up on a screen like this called the dashboard. Everything that you've signed up for will be on your dashboard. And let's say we've signed up for the TLL load chart problems. We click on this link and that will open up the class. It'll look like this. Again, this really isn't a class. This is just a way to give you immediate access to the load chart problems. I'm working on a full-blown specialty exam class, full-blown core exam class. That's coming. But for now, I want to be able to get to the load chart problems, since that's what a lot of operators I've worked with struggle on, those load chart problems. And now I think it's even more challenging now that you can't use pencil and paper. But let's say, okay, you've opened up the class, and you will need the load charts. The load charts are right here. Click on this link, click on this link, and this link. That'll bring up the TLL load charts. And what we'll want to do is, let me show you that again. Because again, I hate it that they're making you become computer guys. You're already crane operators. Hell, that should be enough. But now you got to learn how to use an effing computer also. Pardon my language there. It could be a hell of a lot worse. But again, you're in the site. You got to have the load charts on your screen. So click there, and then click there. And what that's going to do, you're going to have two tabs open in your browser. And I'm using this is a Windows computer, and I'm using the Chrome browser. You'll have two tabs open. This tab, you have this screen that you'll need. This tab, you'll have the load chart. So let's separate those. Separate those, click on that, and now we got a separate window just for the load charts. Let's go ahead, and what we want to do when we're practicing is get everything on screen as close as we possibly can to the way it's going to look on our test. Okay. Now we need to actually get to some load chart problems. Okay, I've got three sets here. Let's just click on set 1. Click on that link. Click on this link, and then another link will appear. Click here where it says TLL load chart problems and solutions set 1. Click there, and there we have load chart problems. And let's go ahead and set this up. What I'm doing here is I'm minimizing my screen, so I'm just showing one problem at a time. And that's giving me more room for my actual load charts down here at the bottom. And let's go ahead and increase the size of this window here. And we can also zoom, hit the plus sign to make the image a little bit larger. Now we can see our load chart material a little more easily. The range diagram is the hardest thing to see from a size standpoint. So you might need to adjust it here and there to be able to see it a little better. But I'm going to go ahead and set my load chart window up like this. We've got the load chart problem, we've got the load chart window. If you are using a Microsoft Windows machine, you have access to a program called Microsoft Whiteboard. It's not exactly like the whiteboard that you're using on the test, but you will have it available to you on a Microsoft Windows machine. If you're using an Apple machine, there will be a whiteboard for the Apple machine also. I'm just not familiar with what Apple has available, and most machines out there are Windows anyway. But now I already have the whiteboard icon available on my desktop. For me to open the whiteboard, I just need to click on that. And there it is. There's my whiteboard. But you may not have the whiteboard icon on your screen where I have it. If you don't, it's still on your computer. Here's how you find it if it's not down here at the bottom. Click on that blue square, that blue grid. Show you that again. Click on that blue grid where it says Start, All Apps. I know this is a pain in the ass. You guys shouldn't have to be going through this, but hey, doesn't do any good complaining. But go open All Apps, scroll down to where it says Microsoft Whiteboard. Click on that. And there it's opened up. It'll look like this. I've got several whiteboards already open that I've used recently. Yours won't look exactly like this. You will probably just see New Whiteboard. Click on New Whiteboard. Then it's going to give you these options, and you just want a blank whiteboard. So click the X here to close this. That gives you a blank whiteboard. And then once you get that blank whiteboard up there, then you can create text boxes for entering your information. Remember, I talked about you'd have the section for the formula. This is in the previous video. Section for the formula, section for the gross capacity, section for the configuration, then a section for your deductions. That's all the information you'll need to find either the gross load or the net capacity, or maybe they're asking you to identify the maximum radius. A lot of times that goes with the gross load problem. One more thing you're going to need on your screen will be the calculator. And to get to the calculator, again, if you're using a Windows machine, there's a calculator that comes with Windows. I have it on my desktop right here. If you don't have that on your desktop, you can go again to this blue grid and All Apps, and hopefully it's under C for calculator. There it is. And there's your calculator. Now you've got everything that this is looking a lot like what your screen is going to look like on the load chart problems when you take your specialty exam. But that's pretty much how you would get started, and you just need a lot of reps to get comfortable. You know, some of you, especially maybe the younger operators, you guys are really comfortable with using keyboards and a computer mouse and all that stuff. But for older operators, it may take a little more time and practice to get up to speed, get your comfort level up with using these new tools. And again, it sucks, but at the end of the day, it doesn't do any good complaining about it. We still got to do the test, still got to pass the test to keep our CCO card or to get our CCO card. Yeah, one more thing I want to show you. If you do purchase access to the practice problems, once you complete a practice problem, you can, need to make this window larger here. So we just did set 1 number 2. We want to see if we came up with the right answer. So what we would do is scroll down, and here is the solution for set 1 number 2. It's got our deductions. It's got our formula. Again, this is the solution that you can refer to after you work a problem to see if you did come up with the correct answer. Let me go ahead and give you the web address that you would enter if you wanted to take a look at those practice problems. You have them for the TLL, the LAT, and the TSS. www.flowchartacademy.com. Enter that into your browser, and the site will open up for you, and you'll be able to enroll in the different classes to get the different materials, to get the practice materials. And once you have those practice materials, work through them numerous times. There are 45 problems for the TLL, 42 for the LAT. I only have 15 right now for the TSS. I'm going to be working up some more. But working through those problems repeatedly, using this whiteboard, getting used to the keyboard, getting used to the mouse, it's going to help you. It's going to help you develop your efficiency, your speed, and your accuracy on solving those load chart problems. Now, I wish they, making this change, they should have given everybody an extra 30 minutes, but I don't think that's the case. In fact, I know that's not the case. Still only have 60 minutes to do those specialty exams. I only have 90 minutes for the core exam. One other thing I want to share with you, just a lesson on the whiteboard, just to repeat. If we want to enter text, hit the T for text, and it'll create a box. You can move that box around, do whatever you want to, but I want to give you my email address. If you have any questions about any of this, if I can help you get it set up, let me know.